everybody? I hope that you are as excited as I am that I can begin uploading videos onto this YouTube channel again. And to start getting back into the swing of things, I want to do a pretty simple video on a really important health topic. Now, yesterday, I was on an online conference called The Truth of Cancer. And I mentioned something in that conference that I say on occasion, but I really want to do its own video just to get this into the mass mind or the collective consciousness. And I want to talk about cures, actual cures for disease, how to cure things like cancer and other, chronic degenerative diseases, because so many people are throwing around this four-letter C word so liberally. They're saying, oh, vitamin B17 will cure cancer, cannabis will cure cancer, MMS will cure cancer, right? All these different things will cure disease. It's just the FDA won't tell you about it and you won't hear about it from the mainstream news, so find this cure. And I completely disagree. I don't think any of those things that I just mentioned, B17, MMS, cannabis, none of those things will actually cure disease. Let me clarify, okay? So, like I said, people are throwing around that cure word so freely, but to actually cure disease, right? You can take these compounds, you can take vitamin B17 or MMS, and yes, they will absolutely lead to more cell death, less cancer cell death, less toxicity in your body, and be much more efficient for your goals than anything that'll come out of big pharma, than chemotherapy, than radiation, than the typical cut, poison, burn medical system that they want you to get, right? I'm not saying these alternative remedies aren't helpful in a regimen, but what I'm saying is that if you solely focus on this compound, this one chemical or mineral or herb or this one thing, if you focus on that thing and let that be your false idol, you may get over it in the short term, get over your disease, but in the long run, say, okay, your cancer goes away after a few months of doing this and this and this and this, but then what happens when you stop doing this and this and this and this? It's just going to come right back. Maybe not that same disease will come right back, but maybe your dis-ease will manifest differently. Maybe it will manifest as this chronic issue. Oh, I got headaches. Oh, now I have stomach issues. Oh, my cancer turned into chronic fatigue or something like that. You see what I'm saying? To actually heal thyself, to heal yourself, you need to focus on so much more than just this singular compound, or even doing, 3 or 4 different things. Say you're doing B17 in combination with maybe some RSO oil or something to that effect. Great. That is going to be an extremely effective program that you can do. But like I said, what happens when you stop doing the program? It's just going to come right back. So to really heal yourself, you need to really change everything. Yes, add in those remedies, but then look at all of the habits that you've done, not only over the past few months to start feeling bad when you started noticing it, but really over the last 5, 10, 20 years even. What got you to this? What environments did you put yourself in through the whole time? What have you been eating for the past few years, if not longer than that? What kind of toxins have been getting on and in and around and breathed into your body? Do you have any fillings? Do you have any things in your body that's leaching into you? How's your mental state? You see what I'm saying? Being truly holistic in your thinking of what's going on with you, you're gonna go through hundreds of different things that might be out of balance that you need to get in check to actually heal yourself. When I did health coaching, I want to get back into it, but it just takes up so much time. I will one day, but back when I was health coaching a bit more, I actually made my own questionnaire to figure out my clients, because all the questionnaires that I would find from whether it's personal training institutes or just ones you could download off the internet, they weren't deep enough as I wanted them. They might have been 2-3 pages of some checklists or some shit like that. Mine that I made myself, because I really wanted to know my client. The more that I could understand my client's habits and lifestyles and what was going on, the more, right, I could help them. And my questionnaire ended up being about 15 pages. It was long. It would take my clients hours to do. And I would tell them, hey, the more I know, the more I can help. Okay? Otherwise, we're just gonna dink around with some superficial change. You might feel a little bit better, but it's not gonna get to the root cause of your issues. I wasn't just doing your typical personal training. I actually wanted to create whole, healthy, fully functional in mind, body, spirit human beings. Okay? So my point being, before I start rambling on, as I typically like to do, don't put your emphasis, don't put all of your hopes onto these single compounds that you might be taking to start feeling better. See them for what they really are. Yes, it's a great alternative. I don't like that word, but let's call it alternative remedy or something that you can do that might help you very well. But there's going to be so much more that you also have to look at about yourself to get better, to start feeling better. How are you moving, breathing, eating, thinking? What kind of electrosmog do you subject yourself to? How much Wi-Fi is around you? How strong is your mindset? I could just go down and down and lots of different things on that list. So understand that, guys. The only way to actually cure disease is by lifestyle change. Boom.